2008 STI tune with Cobb's custom features. This is a Flex Fuel tune that we did, the first one with Cobb's Flex Fuel sensor on the stock ECU. The biggest features that we used with this tune were, besides live tuning, was its full Flex Fuel support. The strongest advantage it has over its competitors is the full integration with cranking pulse width, with cold start, post-start enrichment, with tip-in tables, target fueling, injector scaling, and more. The biggest handy feature that we can think of is their ability to let us control how much we blend. For example, this is very useful in regions like where we are, Utah, where ethanol rarely goes below 10%. Maybe sometimes in the summertime you'll see it drop down to 0 or close to 0, but with emissions in mind, they keep it around 10% minimum. It's very handy when tuning to be able to control the amount of flex in and out based on ethanol percentage. The other really big feature that I want to talk about quickly is ethanol lock. Meaning, with this chart here, I'll throw it up, it's the red line is your ethanol lock, and the green line is the variation from that lock. And it's all tuner calibrated, so we can choose how much to let it wander. But what it'll do is it'll get rid of small fluctuations in ethanol, and it won't let the ethanol sensor change. So you don't get really finite blips in fueling. It stays a lot more linear and smooth. The limiting factor on this car was by far the turbocharger. Here we have a graph. The green line is wastegate duty cycle commanded, the white line is MAF voltage, and the red line is manifold pressure. You notice that it's about 26 psi, just under 26 pounds of pressure at peak torque in the mid-range, and it starts to taper in the upper RPMs. The white line kind of tells us that the turbo is completely maxed out. It goes to 4.44 to 4.46 and just doesn't increase any further past that. As a tuner, that's kind of a dead giveaway, saying there is just no more airflow this turbo can provide, and it is indeed what very much limited us on this car.